Hello. Welcome to the New Orleans Jazz Museum. On behalf of the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, we're so delighted to have this partnership with the New Orleans Jazz Museum to provide free concerts for you throughout the week. Every Tuesday, we have our Arrowhead Jazz Band. It's a band comprised of park rangers and local guest musicians. The mission of the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park is to instill a public appreciation for the history, culture, and music, and as well be a global leader in promoting, protecting, and preserving this rich American art form. Throughout this month, we have been celebrating Black History Month, and this set list is definitely dedicated to celebrating the heroes that have come from New Orleans. So without further ado, I want you to please help me welcome up the band, but also at this time, please silence your cell phones. On drums, we have Thomas Glass. Bass, Kerry Lewis Sr. Piano, Shay Pierre. Trumpet, Brandon Lewis. On vocals, Saskia Walker. My name is Jay Purdue. We're going to get started with the song titled A Good Man Is Hard to Find, written by Eddie Green. Last week I said Eddie Jefferson. That's a whole nother artist, so excuse me. Eddie Green, written in the early 20th century, but we are paying homage to Lizzie Miles, who is a Afro-Creole woman who paved the way for many singers after her. So we shall not Lizzie Miles with this song titled A Good Man Is Hard to Find. A good man is hard to find. Well, you always get the other kind. And when you think he is your one best pal, you look around and find him loving another gal. You crave, yes, you crave, to find that man laying in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Love him in the morning, love him every night, give him plenty loving, be sure to love him right, 'cause a good man nowadays is hard to find. I don't know how true that is for today. Might have been true back then. Someone wrote about it. I'm just kidding. All right, now, some say that a good man is hard to find, and you know what? That might be a shame. Maybe there's other thing that's hard to find. In fact, Domino surely had a song about it, but you may know him by Dave Bartholomew. You made me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
Broke my heart when you said we'd part. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Shane, you're the one to blame.
Papa chupo puete de pui parute chupue. Chupa pui paru puete da 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 da. Stay, stay, papu paru pu. Sharapa du pui puete de pui. Sharupa du pui puete de chupa da 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 puete da pui papu pui. Chupa du paru de. Shadow the boy papu
Me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
Well, you broke my heart when you said we must part. Ain't that a shame?
My tears fell like rain.
Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. So those two songs are relatively old, and we've had a long lineage of composers and writers come out of the city. But lately we've been taking time to find our unsung heroes. So there's this book called The Silver Book that a lot of students from the jazz community like to use. And this book also highlights New Orleans composers. It's actually called the Silver Book Modern Jazz Composers. So there's composers like Harold Batiste, Ellis Marsalis, James Black. And in this next tune, which you probably are familiar with, is titled Falling in Love. You probably heard Sam Cooke perform it. But it was actually written by Harold Batiste. So, and it's going to be led by Saskia Walker.
would set my poor heart free.
I mean, I was in my own little world back there. That was amazing. Yeah, I just love that song. All right, we have another Harold Baptiste song titled All Alone. If you are interested in finding a good recording of this, there's a version of it on YouTube by Tammy Lynn, and I believe actually the Harold Baptiste might be on the record as well, but they put out an album, and they were actually a part of this record label called AFO Records, and which is where a lot of artists were signed to at the time, well, here in New Orleans. And unfortunately, it's no longer operating, but you can definitely find that album on YouTube. So this is All Alone, and I hope you enjoy. Walk me to the park, my baby, make me try to understand why you left me all alone. Come into my arms, my baby, baby, let me see what I have missed. Come into my arms, my baby, let me be sure that's why you left me all alone. I thought this life of mine could ever be so sweet, then you left me all alone. to the park, my baby, let me try to understand why you left me all alone. Come into my arms, my baby, baby, let me kiss your lips. Come into my arms, my baby, let me see what I have missed since you left me all alone. You said that you love me, baby. You said that you'll never go away. You brought joy into my life. My life was so complete. I never thought this life of mine could ever be so sweet. Then you left me all alone. You left me all alone. Yes, you left me all Wonderful song by both songs, Falling in Love and All Alone. I'm not sure what he was going through at the time. It seems like Fats Domino and Harold Batiste, they had a similar story, as well as Eddie Green too. I'm not sure. But yes, these are wonderful, amazing songs that you can add to your playlist and share with others. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show that we like to take the time to open up the audience and the floor for any questions that you may have. So this is not your typical concert where you just come and watch and observe and just look, but it's a space where you get to learn about these musicians that are up on the stage, learn about the National Park Service, or specifically New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. So now's the time for you to ask any questions. Yes? No, Harold Batiste was way after Ellington. I don't have his birth date and his dates memorized, but he was definitely way after Ellington. Does anyone know? Yeah, 70s, 80s.
That last name sounded a little bit like Caravan, so obviously I'm influenced by Ellington.
And I will say,
Ellington didn't write Caravan. Okay.
but I do want to add that these songs from the Silver Book, these musicians studied the greats that came before, and you often write, or people will often write from their influences, so that could be the reason why it may have this Ellington sound to it. Does anyone want to speak to?
Duke was born in 1899, and Miss Batiste was born in 1935.
Yeah, so definitely way after, but beautiful, beautiful songs. Thank you for that question.
Oh, sorry.
Don't get shy now.
And Caravan was written by Ellington's trombone player, Juan Tizol.
Yes, please.
I think they can hear me. Y'all can hear me, huh?
Well, for the
Next time I'll use the mic for the live stream. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you have a question? Ooh, how do you feel when you play the music itself? That's a great question. Yeah, that's a great question. It's a lot more electric, literally, up here. The vibrations are stronger, and it's also, I think, important to note that music is a conversation between all the musicians, and so everyone really feels like a sort of synergy, or hopefully feels a synergy, and that's when the music sounds good. So that the energy transfer between the musicians is really, palpable.
I got this gentleman up front, didn't you?
You used to have a facility down kind of off of Decatur Street.
Yes.
Is that still open? Are you still doing activities down there? Is everything kind of moved up here now?
Well, we are no longer doing public programs out of the 916 location. However, we have moved operations down to 419 Decatur. That's this French Quarter Visitor Center for John Lafitte National Historical Park. So you can also find programs on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And we only have our 2 o'clock programs on here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's our Arrowhead and the piano hour. Yes. So please come out, come to our site and check out the programs for the rest of the week. So many amazing artists to come. Yes.
She always wants to know who everyone has studied with and where. So we can start with Shay.
Yeah, of course.
I come from a musical family, so I was always around it. Grew up here in the city, played in second lines and was always surrounded by music. Went to the Performing Arts High School here in New Orleans. I went to Oberlin Conservatory as in Ohio, and then but that's formal. But my real education was in the streets. Like it was really on the road, and road chops is where I really got my training. School helped with the technical facility to be able to play the stuff that I want to play, but my musical intelligence has come from just studying with the masters and just being around people who are better than me.
I guess I'm next. Got the mic. I studied with Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan on YouTube. Keep going. But no, they're like those. But honestly, I did a lot of listening, but my formal education and training came through Xavier University. I studied classical, then went on to University of New Orleans to study jazz. But also being in this city, I went to the Jazz and Heritage Foundation School of Music. They had classes on the weekend, and I studied with Michael Polera with piano. Actually, I did a lot of piano in school, but just decided to do voice professionally. So that's a little bit of my background. And also, I can't forget church. Church has definitely gave me the confidence and the power that I have.
Well, similar to Shay, it's a myriad of formal teachers. However, them streets and the bandstand with the elders is what whips you into shape. As far as this instrument bass is concerned, for me, formal teaching comes from Bill Huntington, Richard Payne, Walter Payton, Chris Severin, and quite a few others who I was able to pick their brains over the years, to include some school band directors, A.J. Goomer, Joseph Lewis, and the late great Edwin Hillel Hampton, who come to think about all of them whip you into shape. So, and then, like as he said, just participating in the culture, the atmosphere of what was put before you in the street. Not like you're sitting up there all the time with a cardboard box and a sign saying we'll play for food, but participate in the second line processions, church parades, social aid pleasure club parades, as well. Well, of course, not with a string bass, but some other instruments that might fall upon you at the time. All of it is a full, well-rounded education, to include the classical side. It's a full, well-rounded education. So if you don't pick it up, something's wrong.
Excuse me. Yeah, to kind of echo the rest of my bandmates and many other musicians that you ask. You get it. It's kind of, I kind of got it by osmosis. Like Shay, I was born into a musical family, played in church at the age of 3, that's when I started playing. They used to let me play for the children's choir, and, you move on up. And I also went to the Performing Arts High School here, but I didn't have good attendance. Because here they let you go half days, so, I take half of the days off. But like they said, we just being around so many, talented musicians and having the pleasure of being on these gigs at a young age gives you an education that you won't find in school. The teachers can give you the theory, but that's just a theory. You don't know what's going to happen until you actually get out there and do it. So, yeah.
So I had a bit of a roundabout way of becoming a professional musician. I played in church. That was the first time I played growing up. And then I studied classical music. I was a classical trumpet soloist. Went to college to do something completely different. Then got out of college, did not want to do that thing that I studied and got a degree for. So I moved here to New Orleans to see if I could make a living playing the trumpet. Started playing on the streets. I had a job at a restaurant and basically just got with every single trumpet player and musician that would give me any time of day. And I cut people's grass. I did all kind of, there was money exchange, but there was more just social exchange of me just getting with the people. Because not everybody can be your mentor, right? You have to find, and I think we all have experiences of people that maybe we wanted to get information from, but that wasn't the person to give it to us. Basically, and all the trumpet players here that are my elders, started with Ashlyn Parker, really started with Wendell Brunius, Leroy Jones, Nicholas Payton. These are all people that I've spent many times and hours at their house. And then on top of that, what I get with them, and we study all of the rest of the greats. So I've listened to any trumpet player that has something to say that I want. And even other musicians. One of my favorite musicians is John Coltrane. So we're just trying to get all the information from all the sources that I can. So that's me.
So I didn't have the luxury of growing up in New Orleans. I grew up in Rome, in Italy, and where classical music is the domain, is the name of the day, and that's what I studied at school. But I decided to come here to learn, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I just graduated Loyola University in music and jazz voice, but I know, as everyone, I know that that's not enough. You're always learning, especially with music. It's such a creative endeavor, so you never stop, you never finish learning. There's no end to it, and it's constant evolution. And so this is really the place to do it, as you can tell by the wonderful musicians on stage today. So that's a great question round, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, did I see one more hand? Is that all? I think y'all tired of, you want more music. Yeah, so, all right. Okay. Now we're going to move on to, it's Black History Month, and for me, every year I try to do something new. And one thing I did was went to the African American Military History Museum in Vicksburg, and I learned that it's a guy named James Reese Europe, who Gary you may know about, but he was the band leader for one of the military infantry bands or troops. I think the 369th troops, and he was actually credited for exposing Europe to American or jazz music. And so I thought it would be a nice way to share that with you. And even though he faced a lot of discrimination at this time, he still was honored to bring this music to Europe. And one of the musicians that was definitely radical at his time is Louis Armstrong. And so this song is titled Black and Blue, and these are the two shout outs that I wanted to give for today. So, Black and Blue. Brandon Lewis. This next song is titled not Bobby, Moanin' by Bobby Timmons. Every morning finds me moaning, 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Every morning finds me moaning. Every evening finds me moaning. I'm so tired of crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying his dues. Every evening finds me moaning.
Lord, I pray, really and truly see the body so cold. Lord, I pray, really and truly pray, somebody will call and give me really. Everybody knows I'm moaning, 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Everybody knows I'm moaning.
crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying these dues. Everybody knows I'm on it. Everybody knows I'm on it. Cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble. Cause everybody knows I'm on it. While we're transitioning, I just wanted to tell y'all, I'm so glad that y'all are here. That's all. That's it. I mean, I see no lie there. I mean, we are. We truly are. Thank you. About this song, it's a dance, and what we're doing, and if you feel like you want to move just a little bit, just rock side to side, and get those hands up and just rock side to side. And it's called the Pata Pata, and it comes from West Africa. The song written by Miriam Makeba. So going from the top again. We will dance here, Pata Pata, here, Pata Pata. Pata pata, here pata pata, here you my, 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 here pata pata, here pata pata, here pata pata, here pata pata. that song is Pata Pata, written by Miriam Makeba. Go search it up, and we have one last song for you. But before I let you go, I'm like Frankie Beverly and Mays, we got one more thing to tell you, a couple more things. You can find us down the street at 419 Decatur. You can also check us out on our website at nps.gov/jazz to stay up to date with our concerts and programs. And also there's a 5 o'clock show on the balcony presented by the New Orleans Jazz Museum. So the weather is nice, and you can definitely sit outside and enjoy the free concert. And we had an amazing band, so let's shout them out. We had Shea Pierre on piano, Perry Lewis Sr. on bass, Thomas Glass on drums, Brandon Lewis on trumpet, Saskia Walker on vocals. My name is Jay Perdue. Thank you for coming through. And this last song we want to give to you is titled Africa, written by the great, legendary The Meters, New Orleans funk band. And we want to thank you for coming. And so again, we hope that all of the artists that we have named, musicians that we have named, that you go out and do the due diligence and do the research. So, and also this is a song that we welcome you to participate in. So get that voice ready and get ready for a call and response. All right.
1, 2,
Yeah, I said take me back Y'all sound good, y'all sound good. Say Africa. Come on, put those hands together now.
Africa.
Yeah, yeah, say Africa. Ooh, say Africa. Ooh, say Africa now. Come on, say Africa. Come on, let's sing it out. Let's sing it out. Say Africa. Go, say Africa. One more time, one more time. Say Africa. Africa. Saint Pierre. Carrie Lewis Sr., Thomas Glass, Brandon Lewis, Saskia Walker. I'm Jay Perdue. Thank you for coming through. See you next time.